Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday and welcome to Coffee Corner. I know it's a little later than normal, but that's okay because it's summer and we do things on a summer schedule. So this weekend was Father's Day weekend, and I hope that if you celebrated Father's Day weekend, that you had an enjoyable weekend. Sam bought his own Father's Day gift this year. He bought some shirts for vacation from the MLB shop and I think the NHL shop. He got some hockey Rangers gear, which came in right before the last game that the Rangers played, and he got some Yankees gear. So hope he will get some good use out of that. We just kind of did regular payday weekend things on Saturday. And then Cool Gamer, hello, welcome in. And then yesterday for Father's Day, Sam got up. We kind of had breakfast. Sam did homework. And then we went over to my parents about 10:30. And we spent the morning. Dad made barbecued ribs. I didn't eat any of them because my dad makes his own barbecue sauce. And typically for Weight Watchers, barbecue sauce is like 5 points for a teaspoon. I'd say it's 5 points for breathing it in because he makes it with sorghum and molasses and brown sugar and white sugar and all kinds of stuff, which is very good, but not that healthy. So I ate a little bite of one of my mom's ribs, just a small bite, just to taste. And then Sam grilled me a couple of hamburgers. So I had a hamburger, a potato salad, and some pickles. We also celebrated Dad's birthday because we leave for vacation on Dad's birthday, which is in 9 days. Today is our single digit dance, which I'm very excited about. And so we picked. Dad's like, oh, I'll just bake a cake. And I'm like, Dad, you're not baking your own birthday cake. So and I wasn't going to eat any anyway. So we just picked up a small cake at Dillon's, which is a Kroger affiliate that is local for us. And so it had sprinkles on it, and my dad hates sprinkles. And so we got out the cake and we sang happy birthday, and he cut a slice that was thinner than the nail file. And I'm like, what's going on? And he thought it was the funniest thing. He's like, I was cutting in between the sprinkles. Okay, Dad, whatever. So he laughed, and then he cut him a regular size piece. So then he got him a regular size piece. So he said it was really good. So, and it was only $6. It was about yay tall and about yay round. So, I mean, for 3 people to eat a piece of cake and then Mom and Dad to have the leftovers, it was a perfect amount. And so then we played cards for a while, and then mom had something she needed to do for her job, and it was getting to be a little later, so we went ahead and came on home. So that's what we did for Father's Day weekend. And then Sam finished watching the Yankees game, which they lost by 1. So I'm sorry, Yankees fans, and I'm sorry, honey. And so then we were watching videos from allears.net, and they have some great videos, and they are Molly and Quincy are absolutely hilarious. If you've never watched any of their videos, highly recommend them. So we were watching videos because on Saturday we made some vacation changes at 10 days till vacation. I know. Like, somebody should really, restrict my access to my own reservation because 10 days to vacation and we're making changes again. We're still going to Disney. That's not the changes that we make. So Sam and I were talking in the car as we typically. I think the car is the best place that we do any talking about anything because anytime we want to talk about something, it ends up happening in the car. So we were talking about the things that we were looking forward to eating on vacation. And I said, well, I'm looking forward to the sandwich that I had in 2019 from the food court at Pop Century. And Sam's like, oh, and I was trying to remember what was on it. So, of course, like any normal person would, I bring up the Disney app because it's on my phone year round. So I was scrolling through looking for the Pop Century mobile order, and I was like, it's not there. The only sandwich they have is a barbecue sandwich. And Sam's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So I showed him, and I'll bring it up and I'll show you. Clean my screen off a little bit so you'll be able to see it. I have to scroll through all the resorts and then or parks and then the resorts and get to Pop Century. Everything pop. Menu. Lunch and dinner. Okay. So the only sandwiches they have are a honey barbecue pork sandwich, a ham and cheese sandwich, and a plant-based tuna. This is the only sandwiches they have. Only sandwiches. And they had a sandwich, a ham and turkey with aioli on focaccia bread sandwich. I know, because I ate it like every day in 2019. And so I went to the All-Stars because Sam and I are like, man, the menu at All-Stars when we were at All-Star Movies was like bigger. And so I went to look, and they have a turkey and cheese at they didn't even have chicken strips at Pop. I was like, what is happening? And I mean, I get it. There is a lack of, there's supply and demand issues and all that kind of thing. But I thought chicken tenders was like a no-brainer for even like especially a value resort. So I ended up scrolling through the first one I clicked on was actually All-Star Music. And so I'm like, hey, look, this is what's at All-Star Music. And there was like such an amazing like list of options. Sam's like, well, can we get something is there space there? So I went into DTA, which is Disney Travel Agent website, and there was. So I switched our reservation from Pop Century to All-Star Music with 10 days to go. There's a bonus a couple of ways here. A lot of people call, even though Disney still refers to Pop and Art of Animation as value resorts, I really think that's kind of in the eye of the beholder. Here's what I consider value resorts. The All-Stars. They are a quintessential value resort. Pop Century and Art of Animation on the Little Mermaid side, I would say, are more of a value plus resort. You simply because of the Skyliner. Because the prices, as everything does, has went up, but the Skyliner has made it more of a destination than it used to be. Used to be the value resorts were people's last choice. They would be like, I'd rather wait on my trip than stay at a value resort. But now with the Skyliner having direct access to Epcot and to Hollywood Studios, that has made it a little bit more, I might go ahead and stay there for the Skyliner. I don't like the Skyliner. I don't mind a plane. I don't like a Skyliner. And I know a plane can crash and I can die. I get that. But the Skyliner, being able to just stop and be sitting there, or you get caught and have to stop because of thunder and lightning, I would more than likely have a massive panic attack staying in that Skyliner. So we ended up with a $250 refund that will be coming back to us onto our gift cards, from making a change simply from going from Pop Century to All Star Music. And we're really excited on that front because we've never stayed at All Star Music. We have stayed at All Star Movies twice now, on our one night on our very first trip in 2014, and then on our last trip in January, during marathon weekend after our Universal stay. So, and I mean, I know I stayed one night at All Star Music, but you guys have to understand, I was in my room the whole time. So the only time I left my room was to go get some food. So I didn't really explore the resort, and it was right at the beginning of when it first reopened, and so there was still construction going on. Not all, like, the building 10, which is on the, if I'm walking out of the lobby and facing, and my computer is the pool, this side, so my right, was still under construction in the preferred area, and building 10 is where I was. So it wasn't fully open yet, and so we are super excited to get to explore a new resort because we've never explored All Star Music before. We could see All Star Music from our room at All Star Movies because it was right across the parking lot, but we never explored it. So we are really excited for that. As far as and our we ended up adding a day to our tickets as well. What we've kind of decided to do, because I mean, it's July and it's going to be hot, we are going to get up and go to the parks early, and we will be in the parks until around lunch, and then we will go back to our room around 1:30, relax, hang out by the pool, take a nap. Sam will probably use that time to work on some homework if he needs to, and then end up going back to the resorts or go back to the parks in the evening, just to kind of get out of the parks in the heat of the day. Simply so that, one, I don't get sick, Sam doesn't get sick, we don't get severely sunburnt. Let's see if I can. That is just the sun outside. Okay. That kind of thing. Now, I do know that we have plans on the 4th of July and the 3rd of July that we probably won't end up doing that because we are meeting up with some friends. We're meeting up with Mickey Sightings, I know, on the 4th, in Epcot. And then probably on the 3rd when they park hop over to hang out at Magic Kingdom. So those are probably 2 days when that won't happen. But the rest of the time, that is the plan. And it's just being able to relax by the pool and just it. For a lot of families, I get the go, go, go aspect of vacation because, that's typically how we vacation. But it's going to be hot. It's July and it's in Florida. And so we're trying to find the best ways to make it enjoyable, still get part-time in, but we've never really taken advantage of the pools at the resorts. So we are going to take advantage of them this time, which I'm really excited about. We leave in 9 days. We leave in 9 days. That's going to be my song all day today. The plan is Wednesday morning. Well, let's back up. Tuesday, I will be finishing editing the video that's the preparing for vacation video. It's a month's worth of little clips, and right now it's 30 some minutes long. I don't foresee a whole lot more this week. So probably the next time I video anything for that will be Saturday or Sunday. But then Tuesday is its own video. Twas the day before vacation. So part of what I'll get done on Tuesday morning or Tuesday in the afternoon or whatnot is getting that video video edited and get it converting and uploading so that I can get it up and logged into where it's supposed to go. That, in the midst of creating another video and getting it edited and uploaded the same way. And then Wednesday morning will be its own video as well. It'll be I think it's called like the countdown begins or something like that. My morning at home before we leave on vacation. Then Sam will get off at noon. He'll be home by 12:05. And then we bought some pepperoni, we bought some cheese cubes, and we have some Ritz crackers. And so I have a little lunch container that I'm going to put the pepperoni and cheese in. And we got two different kinds of cheese. We got extra sharp and we got pepper jack. And I'll just dump the cheese cubes in the container with the pepperoni. And we will munch on that on the road. But we had originally talked about that just being our lunch until we got to Missouri, because we're going to stop. I think it's like called Oak Falls or Oak something is where we're going to get gas, but they have a Popeyes, and it's where we stopped last year on our way to Miami, and we picked up Popeyes and had it for dinner. And so we're going to pick up Popeyes there, but we're going to stop in. But Sam's like, I think that's going to end up being more of a snack. I'm going to want something more. So we're going to have that for a snack. And we're going to stop in Emporia because there's multiple different routes you can take to get from us to Orlando. But the route that for us is actually the quickest is to go up through Emporia, up to Kansas City, through Illinois, and down. It sounds like it's longer, but it's actually quicker by like a couple hours. And I think it's because you stay on like the bigger interstates, which are 75 miles an hour, as opposed to like the regular highways that are just like 65. So it does cut off some time because you're going a little faster. So we will get McDonald's, we will get some Popeyes, and we'll just be on the road. Right now, we are still not sure where we're going to stop for the night. We have discussed multiple different things. We have discussed Sam driving straight through, which we have done before. But Sam and I were talking again on Saturday, and he's like, in 2014, when we were driving, I didn't get tired until like about Valdosta, which is about just 4 hours away from the Disney bubble. And so, at that point, he's like, it's just get like, if I need to stop for a half an hour or so, and close my eyes, I can. But I don't see the point in spending a couple $100s on a hotel, because that puts us into Orlando later. So Sam is used to doing things like that. I will probably be taking a nap like an hour into the ride, because I've kind of started this I need a nap about 1 o'clock thing since summer vacation. I think right now it's just been so stinking hot that it's like, okay, I'm just going to go relax in front of the air conditioner, take a nap or whatever. And that's just kind of what's been happening the last couple of weeks. But I know that the excitement will also play a factor in that. So, I do plan to take a pillow, a travel pillow, blanket, that kind of stuff for the back seat. And at some point, it may not be, because we'll probably, trying to think. Not Google, I want Google Maps. Let's see. I want to get directions starting at home. Oh, it's Oak Grove, I think. Yeah, Oak Grove, Missouri is where the Popeyes is. And so, let's see. I'm looking at my, yeah, it's the Papa, it's the 100 North Broad, 100 North Broadway Street. It's kind of off of the highway, but we get gas at the Quick Trip that's on this side of the highway, and then we go across over to the Popeyes to get dinner. And it is, I'm trying to go back. It's only 3 hours from here, so it's going to be about 3 o'clock ish, maybe a little about 3:30 when we get in there. So it won't really be time like to lay down quite yet. That'll probably, I don't then, because I know we're going to gas up in St. Louis. Let's see, add a destination. Let's remove that. It's another 3 hours from the Oak Grove to St. Louis, where we're going to gas up again. Because if we get into Illinois, the gas like jumps up a lot. So we're going to gas up before we cross the bridge into Illinois. That way we don't have to gas up again until we get out of Illinois. So because the gas is just insanely expensive in Illinois for some reason. But we will gas up when we get into Paducah, Kentucky, which is right on the other side of because we'll the Illinois Kentucky line, the route that we go, it's right in the middle of the Ohio River. And so we'll cross into there, and then you're pretty much right there in Paducah. So we will get gas there in Paducah and continue along our way. So, like I said, I don't know what Sam is thinking about doing right now at this point for overnight, but you will find out. If you have not yet, you can go to our link tree, which is in the About Us of our channel, and click on our Instagram links, and we will definitely be posting updates along the route that way, because you will see those updates far before you see the videos. So definitely keep up with our travels that way. So when we get in, we have an early check-in selected. We think we will be in somewhere about 2 o'clock or so on that Thursday. We hope to be able to go straight to our room and then let Sam just like chill out, take a little power nap, whatever, and then go down to Disney Springs. And we have not eaten at Planet Hollywood since it was remodeled. We ate there on our first trip in 2014, and so we are really excited to go back and give Planet Hollywood another round. We liked it in 2014. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just been that long. So there's so many places to eat that you don't have to eat the same thing twice. But Guy Fieri helped like kind of revamp the menu a few years ago, and so we are excited to go check that out. So we're gonna go have dinner at Planet Hollywood that evening, kind of walk around. It'll be a good way to like stretch and whatnot, and we are very excited because we are going to be going to Buc-ee's for the very first time. We had plans to stop at Buc-ee's on our way home last year, but that was just insanity. And so we are stopping there on our way this year, and we are super excited. Sam is excited for the beef jerky bar that they apparently have, and I'm excited to see what everyone talks about going to Buc-ee's, and I want to be able to say I've been to Buc-ee's. So that, depending on how long we take in Buc-ee's, will determine what time we officially get into Disney. So yeah, I everything is packed. Like that can be packed. I think at this point we've got everything's been in the car for like a week because we wanted to see how everything was going to lay out. And then we just ended up leaving it there. We're like, it's already here. There's no point in taking it back in the house to bring it back out to the car. So the things that are still in the house are our snack bag, like all of our snacks, because there's like some fruit gummies and gummy bears and stuff like, and chocolate and stuff in there. And we didn't want it to like melt into blob in the car because again, it's been 100-degree weather. So that's in the house. We have a few odds and ends things that I'm like, oh yeah, this didn't get into a suitcase. And so we have like a little pile of things that will end up going to the car on next Tuesday evening. Like I said, Saturday, Sam's going to be working pretty much until he gets home. Like I said, I have no preconceived notions. He may say, oh, I'll be home around noon. I don't expect him home literally until he either calls me and says, hey, I'm on my way home, or he calls me, or he pulls in the driveway. And then Sunday, Sam's going to mow and then shower, we'll eat breakfast, and he will go work on homework. The only time we will leave the house on Sunday is when we run down to Newton to get lunch. We do have some gift cards that we've been saving up for Domino's and Papa John's, and we will use those to grab some lunch, kind of just a way to get out of the house, use those up and whatnot, and come home so Sam can finish working on homework and whatnot. Tuesday or Monday, Sam will have work like normal. Tuesday, when Sam gets home, we will go to the car wash. We will wash the car, do any last minute vacuuming that needs to be done, and then pack everything except for the snack bag, because again, it'll just be it'll be sitting in the car. It'll get hot. So we're just going to pack that kind of as a last minute thing. And then things like my bedside fan, my pillow, blanket, chargers, all the cords and things, those will end up getting packed on Wednesday. So Wednesday, Sam will get off at noon. He will be home by 12:05-ish, 12:05, 12:10. Depends on how fast it really takes him to get out of the shop and get home with traffic. While Sam gets into the shower, gets cleaned up, freshened up, and changed, I will take the last minute items to the car. So I will take the pillow, blankets, fan. I have some little makeup bags this is a makeup bag, but I use it for my cords. So this will have all of our cords and stuff in it, like our phone cords, my Fitbit charger cord, all of the the plug-in ends, my tablet cord, all that kind of stuff will go in there so that we have them all in one spot. That will go into the car. And that's the point where I'll get out like the pepperoni and cheese and the crackers, and that my goal is to, and I have an alarm that I'm going to do that right now so that I do not forget. I will put it in for 11:45 on Tuesday. So it'll go off tomorrow, but that doesn't matter. And I'm going to name it Collect All Items for Car. Put in living room. Okay, so I made my alarm. It'll go off, and then what I'll do is I will turn it off, and then on Wednesday I will make myself a note in my calendar to turn it on. Okay. Turn on Tuesday alarm. So that way it's not going off tomorrow. I remember to turn it on. And that way I have a reminder. 11:40, like I'm going to need a reminder anyway. But with the day that you're leaving for vacation, you can lose your mind. Like the day. So That way, we know where everything's at. So I'm ready. I know Sam's ready. And I hope that you guys are ready because we have some great content planned for you guys. And not only will I be videoing for this channel, I will also be videoing for my Lena's Weight Loss Diary channel. So definitely make sure that if you are not, check out our link tree because all of the information for that secondary channel is in there as well. So you can find it, and please go show some support over there and subscribe to that channel as well. That's where there's a few Fitness Friday videos. If you saw the some changes are coming video, there's Fitness Friday videos scheduled through the end of July, but anything new that's being recorded or is regarding to my weight loss is going onto that channel, as well as the YouTube and TikTok, that and Instagram and TikTok for that channel. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget that tomorrow is Princess Marathon Weekend registration. Well, half marathon, because the only full marathon is in January. So this is the Princess Half Marathon Weekend is tomorrow. And we will be live streaming over on my secondary channel, Lena's Weight Loss Diary. So make sure to go check that out and click the notify me and come hang out with us because Christy of Christy's Corner is going to be trying to register, as well as Ashlyn from Rushing to Disney, and she will be joining us on our live stream tomorrow to try to get a spot in that half marathon weekend. As if you saw our marathon weekend live stream, it can go topsy-turvy, so you never know what's going to happen. So come hang out with us tomorrow over there and see if they get in. So guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me on this Monday Coffee Corner. Just an FYI, for next week, there will be no Monday Coffee Corner. There will be a live stream on Wednesday morning. I think it's at 8 a.m. Let me confirm that real quick for you guys. That way I'm telling you correctly. Upcomings. It starts at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, so come and hang out with us next Wednesday for our vacation send-off stream. Let's get excited, let's get pumped, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow in live. If not, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.